Good evening and welcome to Dorset Church Thursday Night Hymn Sing. That was a prelude on the tune Gather Us In, which is the first thing that we are going to sing tonight, hymn 284. And I hope you got the PDF on the church website, and it has all of these tunes in it. If not, just enjoy and listen.
Shadows of doubt are vanished away. See in this space our fears and our dreamings, brought here to you in the light of this day. Gather us in, the lost and forsaken. Gather us in, our spirits in flame. Call to us now, and we shall awaken. We shall arise at the sound of your name. We are the young, our lives are a mystery. We are the old who yearn for your face. We have been sung throughout all of history, called to be light to the whole human race. Gather us in, the rich and the haughty. Gather us in, the proud and the strong. Give us a heart so meek and so lowly. Give us the courage to enter the song. Here we receive new lives in the waters. Here we receive the bread of new birth. Here you shall call your sons and your daughters. Call us anew to be salt for the earth. Give us to drink the wine of compassion. Give us to eat the bread that is you. Nourish us well and teach us to fashion lives that are holy and hearts that are true. Not just in buildings small and confining, not in some heaven light years away. Here in this place the new light is shining. Now is God present and now is the day. Gather us in and hold us forever. Gather us in and make us your own. Gather us in, all peoples together. Fire of love in our flesh and our bone.
So you may not have heard that hymn before, but now you have. And I especially like that fourth verse for two reasons. One, that it talks about being not just in buildings, small and confining, like my tiny house that I live in, or just church isn't just in a church. We're meeting outdoors in the tent this Sunday, and that'll be a whole lot of fun too. And then also the line, not in some heaven light years away. Since my daughter just got her doctorate in astrophysics just a little less than a week ago, I'm pretty proud of her. So anything that involves light years and space and all that kind of stuff is high on my list right now. Speaking of things like that, hymn 61, All Things Bright and Beautiful, has some of those kind of words in it as well.
And beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, in love God made them all. Each little flower that opens, each little bird that sings, God made their glowing colors and made their tiny wings. All things bright bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, in love God made them all. The purple-headed mountain, the river running by, the sunset and the morning that brightens up the sky, all things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, in love God made them all. The cold wind in the winter, the pleasant summer sun, the ripe fruits in the garden, God made them every one. All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, in love God made them all.
All right. This next hymn, This Is My Father's World. Shout out to Millie, who has had this on my request list for way too long. But we're finally getting around to it, and so here it is.
This is my Father's world, and to my listening ears all nature sings, and round me rings the music of the spheres. This is my Father's world, I rest beyond the thought of rocks and trees, of skies and seas, God's hands the wonders wrought. This is my Father's world, the birds their carols raise, the morning light, the flowers so bright, declare their Maker's praise. Our God has made this world, and shines in all that's fair. In rustling grass I hear God pass, who speaks to me everywhere. Our God has made this world, oh let us ne'er forget, that though the wrong seems oft so strong, God is the ruler yet. God trusts us with this world, to keep it clean and fair. All earth and trees, the skies and seas, God's creatures everywhere.
Incidentally, that song, This Is My Father's World, was also one of the first things that I did with a choir way back in 1989, the first year I was ever a choir director. Also the year my oldest was born. And we did an arrangement of This Is My Father's World. I was thinking of that as we were going through because it reminded me of it. So this next hymn, Many and Great O God, is a Native American melody. And So for Indigenous Peoples Day, which is on Monday, I thought it would be appropriate to do a Native American melody, and here it is right in our hymnal, number 58, Many and Great, O God. Many and great, O God, are thy things, maker of earth and sky. Thy hands have set the heavens with stars, thy fingers spread the mountains and plains. Lo, at thy word the waters were formed, deep seas obey thy voice. Grant unto us communion with thee, thou star abiding one. Come unto us and dwell with us. With thee are found the gifts of life. Bless us with life that has no end, eternal life with thee. Another fun thing that we are doing here at the church this week is celebrating the life of Robert Frost. We do that occasionally. Pick a Sunday and call it Robert Frost Sunday. And this one is it. And so I'm going to do a couple of pieces from the Randall Thompson arrangements of Robert Frost's poems called Frostiana. And the first one is a poem called The Pasture, which you should have in your bulletin, booklet, whatever we like to call it. So you can follow along with the words. Probably won't know the melody all that well, so just kind of enjoy it. I'm going out to clean the pasture spring. I'll only stop to rake the leaves away and wait to watch the water clear. I may. I shan't be gone long. I shan't be gone long. You come too. To fetch the little calf that's standing by the mother. It's so young it totters when she licks it with her tongue. I shan't be gone long. You come too. This next poem you're probably a lot more familiar with. It's probably Robert Frost's most famous one, and also most often given the wrong title, because the title is The Road Not Taken. But the last thought he leaves you with is The Road Less Traveled By. And so everyone thinks that the title of the poem is The Road Less Traveled By, but that is not true. So here, I told you.
a better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for that, the passing there had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay, in leaves no step had trodden black. Though I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. And that has made all the difference.
So the theme for tonight was Robert Frost and other autumn poets. And this next poet is someone very near and dear to all of us because it's none other than the Reverend Jim Gray. He wrote this eulogy poem for Neil Sargent's memorial service, and that was in June of 2006. And he asked me recently to consider putting it to music, and so I did, and this is the result.
For farmers in so many ways, Sunday's just another day. He loves the Lord no less than you, but he's got lots of chores to do. The cows won't wait to please the priest. Without the harvest there's no feast. But in those farmers I have known, there dwells a faith as deep as bone. His roof is heaven's firmament, his sermon is his heart's content. Yes, Sunday starts like all the rest. The rooster crows one last caress, then off to the barn to milk the cows and toss the feed from off the mound. And in the dawn his thoughts review, his wife's, his kids, his friends in view, those countless folks whose lives depend on faithful farmers to the end.
Everest's mountain peak. His worship starts from tractor seat. He's thankful for the sun and sod, the facts that keep him close to God. His roof is heaven's firmament. His sermon is his heart's content. For farmers, faith is not abstract, nor ritual, nor magic act, but it's as real as out of doors. He plants the seeds and God rewards. The seasons each bring grace their way, and miracles happen every day. And when a farmer passes on, there's little doubt when he has gone. His roof is heaven's firmament. His sermon is his heart's content. We're all a part of God's great scheme, and life and death are one the same. So there you have it, a world premiere of A Farmer's Faith, right here in the Dorset Church. And they say nothing happens in Dorset. We're going to finish out our evening on the dulcimer. Let all things now living. Tune being the Ash Grove, a nice English tune. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Not that doesn't happen like several times a week. So. Let all things now living a song of thanksgiving to God our Creator, triumphantly raised, who fashioned and made us, protected and stayed us, by guiding us on to the end of our days. God's banners are o'er us, pure light goes before us, a pillar of fire shining forth in the night. The shadows have vanished, all fearfulness banished, as forward we travel from light into light. By law God enforces the stars in their courses, the sun in its orbit obediently shine. The hills and the mountains, the rivers and fountains, the depths of the ocean proclaim God divine. We too should be voicing our love and rejoicing with glad adoration. A song let us raise, till all things now living unite in thanksgiving to God in the highest. Hosanna and praise. Thank you for joining me. We'll be doing more sort of songs of autumn next week as well. So I hope you're in the spirit, pumpkin spice, and all that kind of fun stuff. Have a great week.